This crossroads of the East and West is a legendary city. Welcome to MojoTravels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 attractions in Istanbul. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to MojoTravels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the must-visit sites, attractions, and monuments from in and around Turkey's largest metropolis. Number 10. The Spice Bazaar. Istanbul is a city of dazzling sights, sounds, and smells. But in few places is this statement more true than in Masya Çarşısı, the city's world-famous spice market. Made up of some 85 shops and dating back to the mid-1600s, the Spice Bazaar is a literal buffet for the senses. Everywhere you look, brightly colored mounds of fragrant spices await, alongside other local specialties like dried fruit, herbs, nuts, honey, and of course, lokum, otherwise known as Turkish delight. Though a must-visit for any traveler, the Spice Bazaar is no tourist trap. It is a working market where you can find goods of unparalleled quality. There are trinkets and tchotchkes to be bought, but there are really no better souvenirs than the flavors on offer in this historic space. Number 9. Galata Tower. Known as Galata Kulesi in the Turkish language, this beautiful medieval tower has been a crowning gem of Istanbul's skyline since its completion in 1348. Rising well above its more modest structural piers in the Ortaköy quarter, the Galata Tower offers a breathtaking 360-degree view of the city. Perched at the watery intersection of the Bosphorus Strait and its Golden Horn Inlet, this iconic landmark is a testament to the city's rich history. Admission is reasonable at under $5 US, but try to visit during off hours, as the tower's iconic status can result in very long tourist lines and a crowded viewing terrace. Number 8. Istanbul Archaeology Museums. Given that Turkey is considered by many to be the cradle of civilization, or at least one of them, Istanbul's archaeology museums understandably have a lot to offer. Home to over 1 million artifacts, they not only cover the staggeringly rich history of the region, but also civilizations from across the globe dating back millennia. Considering the sheer size of the collection, which is spread across 3 buildings, it's hard to summarize the experience, but it's safe to say that the Istanbul Archaeology Museums have something for everyone. A particular standout that is a can't-miss attraction is the impressive collection of sarcophagi. Number 7. Ortaköy. Istanbul's museums are of course a great place to appreciate the rich history of the country, but one can just as easily time travel by simply walking around the city. Located on the European shore along the Bosphorus, Ortaköy began as a humble village before being developed under the Ottoman Empire, due to its highly desirable location. Over the years, it's played many roles in the city's evolution, but Ortaköy has consistently been an important part of the city, culturally, religiously, and commercially. Today, its residents hail from the Jewish, Muslim, and Christian faiths, and the neighborhood center is, fittingly, bordered by a mosque, church, and synagogue. Stunning architecture, tea houses, restaurants, and shops. Ortaköy has got it all. Number 6. Basilica Cistern. There are some structures that simply fill a visitor with a quiet sense of awe. The Basilica Cistern is just such a sight. Built back in the 6th century when Istanbul was still known as Constantinople, yes, now that song is stuck in your head, the Basilica Cistern is a testament to the ingenuity of the Byzantine Empire. The fact that we can still explore it today, that is a testament to the quality of their constructions. The cistern served as a water reservoir and filtration system for various buildings from the time of its construction into modern times. Though it has since been retired, it's taken on a second life as a must-visit attraction. More than just a functional structure, it's also a work of art. Number 5. Süleymaniye Mosque. The second largest of its kind in Istanbul, the Süleymaniye Mosque towers over its surroundings, an eye-catching landmark even in a city renowned for its architecture. This stunning structure was designed by the legendary chief builder of the Ottoman Empire, Mimar Sinan, and was completed in 1557. Named for Sultan Süleyman, who ruled from 1520 to 1566, and perched atop the third of Istanbul's 7 historic hills, the mosque is a mixture of both Islamic and Byzantine architecture, which come together to marvelous effect. Though it has weathered damage over the centuries, the city has always managed to return it to glory. And glorious it most certainly is. Pictures barely do it justice. Number 4. Topkapi Palace. Speaking of awe-inspiring structures, The Topkapi Palace is another living testament to Istanbul's history that is sure to fill you with a sense of wonder. Built in the 15th century, it was originally the primary residence of the ruling sultans. Suffice it to say, it is a decadent and lavish structure worthy of its past residents. Though the building is historic, at the time of its construction, and for centuries after that, it was referred to as the New Palace to distinguish it from the old palace of Eski Saray. It's also known imposingly as the Cannonball Gate. When the sultans lived there, each ruler added their own touch to the palace in the form of an expansion. Today, you can walk its storied halls as a museum. Number 3. Prince's Islands. Not every visitor to Istanbul makes the trip to the Prince's Islands, but that's a huge mistake. Known locally as Kızıl Adalar, or simply Adalar, this archipelago consists of 9 islands and makes for a perfect day trip. Once a place of exile in the time of the Byzantine Empire, these islands now collectively serve as an oasis of calm to Istanbul residents and visitors alike. On the islands that are accessible to the public, cars are prohibited, with bikes and horse-drawn carriages instead serving as the main modes of transportation. From the pristine forests to the quaint homes, this experience is well worth the ferry ride. Number 2. The Blue Mosque. So named for its beautiful hand-painted blue tiles, the Blue Mosque is a must-see for any visitor. Officially known as the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, and built over a 7-year period spanning 1609 to 1616, this mosque looks like something out of a glorious dream. It boasts 6 minarets in place of the usual 2 or 4, and is surrounded by a belt of greenery that adds to its overall magnificence. Though its exterior makes for a show-stopping sight, one really needs to go inside to appreciate both the detail and grandeur of the structure's design. The Blue Mosque is thankfully open to visitors, but it is still an active place of worship, so please enjoy it respectfully. Number 1. Hagia Sophia. Conveniently located next to the Blue Mosque, the Hagia Sophia is the city's crowning jewel. A grandiose expression of both the wealth of the Byzantine Empire and its architectural prowess, the Hagia Sophia has stood since the year 537. It was the 3rd church built on that spot, but this structure far surpassed its predecessors in terms of ambition. It first served as a cathedral, later became an imperial mosque under the Ottoman Empire, and finally, in the present day, a majestic museum. Historically, architecturally, and just in terms of beauty, the Hagia Sophia is rivaled by few structures the world over, and unrivaled in its own city. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MojoTravels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.